What do you do when you're cornered, outnumbered 100 to 1, and the only thing standing between you and getting completely wiped off the map is the look on your face? Sounds like a bad movie, right? Like you're the last hero standing on a pile of rubble. But this isn't about having bigger muscles or a secret weapon. It's about the weapon inside your head, the most powerful one you have. The one that wins wars, closes deals, and gets you out of impossible situations. And it all comes down to one single brutal rule: conceal your intentions. You might be thinking, what? So, just lie? No, no, no. Lying is for amateurs. It's clumsy. It can be exposed. This is much deeper. This is about making yourself unreadable. A ghost. A blank page your enemy desperately tries to read, only to see their own fears reflected back at them. Why is this so damn important? Because human beings are reaction machines. Simple as that. If you show aggression, they'll build a defense. If you show fear, they'll attack. If you show them your master plan, they will find a way to wreck it before you even take your first step. It's just nature. This isn't a new trick some corporate guru invented last week. This is primal. A lion doesn't roar and announce its intention to the gazelle. It crouches in the tall grass. It becomes invisible. Its intention is concealed until the very last, fatal second. The absolute master of this was a guy from ancient China, a military strategist named Zhuge Liang. And the story of how he used this principle should be taught in every boardroom and every back alley negotiation on the planet. So get this. Zhuge Liang is holed up in a tiny town with a handful of soldiers, basically a few old guys who can sweep the streets. And on the horizon, a massive, terrifying army of over 150,000 men is approaching, led by his arch-rival, Sima Yi. Sima Yi is no fool. He knows Zhuge Liang is a genius of traps and trickery. Annihilation is certain. There's no way out. It's over. So what does Zhuge Liang do? Does he panic? Try to build a pathetic barricade? No. He does the most insane, counterintuitive thing possible. He orders his men to open the city gates, wide open. He then has a couple of old civilians sweep the entrance as if nothing is wrong. And to top it all off, he climbs to the top of the city wall, sits down, and starts calmly playing his lute. Imagine Sima Yi arriving with his massive army. He sees this. The gates are open. There are no soldiers. Just some old dudes sweeping. And his arch-nemesis is up on the wall, chilling, playing a musical instrument, looking completely unbothered. Sima Yi's brain short-circuited. He knew Zhuge Liang was a master of the ambush. This had to be the biggest, most elaborate trap in the history of warfare. The sheer calm, the absolute absurdity of the situation screamed, "Ambush!" It was too easy. It was too perfect. Sima Yi, terrified of the trap that didn't exist, ordered his entire army to retreat. Zhuge Liang saved his city and himself not with an army, but with a smokescreen. He concealed his true intention, which was pure, desperate survival, behind the false intention of luring his enemy into a trap. He used his enemy's intelligence against him. It's like putting up a giant neon sign that says, "Free money, no catch." What's your first thought? What's the scam? Zhuge Liang put up a free victory, no catch sign, and his opponent ran for the hills. This is the art of it. You don't just hide what you're doing. You lead people astray with false signals. You create a distraction. A red herring. You make them look over there, while the real move is happening right under their nose over here. Otto von Bismarck, the guy who forged the German Empire with blood and iron, was a master of this on the world stage. He never laid out his grand plan to unify Germany by force. That would have united all of Europe against him. Instead, he made a series of seemingly unrelated moves. He provoked a small war with Denmark over some obscure duchies, Then he'd act like a peacemaker. Then he'd subtly provoke Austria. He was always moving, always shifting, presenting a constantly changing face to the world. Sometimes aggressive, sometimes diplomatic. His opponents were so busy reacting to his latest move, they never saw the overarching pattern. They never realized he was playing chess while they were playing checkers. By the time they figured out his true intention, a unified, powerful Germany, it was already built. So, how do you actually use this? It's not about being a two-faced liar. It's about controlling the narrative. First, you embrace the blank face, the calm exterior. In a negotiation, when they make an outrageous offer, you don't flinch. You don't get angry. You give them nothing. A slight smile, a calm gaze. Let them start babbling to fill the silence. Let them reveal their own insecurities. Their panic will make them negotiate against themselves. Second, you use decoys. Have a stated goal that you seem passionate about, but that you don't actually care about. Let your rivals focus all their energy on stopping you from getting that thing. While they're busy building a wall in front of your decoy, you're walking through the unguarded door to your real objective. It all boils down to a first principle. People cannot attack, counter, or sabotage what they cannot see. Your thoughts are invisible. Your plans are invisible. Keep them that way. Your intentions are your most valuable secret. Guard them with your life. So here are the key takeaways. First, never forget that people react to what they perceive, not what is real. Control their perception, and you control their reaction. Second, your calm is a weapon. A blank, unreadable expression is more intimidating and confusing to an opponent than any open threat you could ever make. It makes them imagine traps and schemes far greater than anything you could actually devise. And finally, don't just hide your goal, give them a false one to chase. Guide them down the wrong path. By the time they realize they've been chasing a ghost, you'll have already won. So, the next time you're in a high-stakes situation, remember Zhuge Liang and his lute. Don't show them your fear. Don't show them your hand. Show them exactly what they expect to see, or better yet, something so bizarre it shatters their expectations entirely. Let them play your game, not the other way around. That's real power.